Okay, guys. Hey, everyone. This is Jessica Lightheart, aka the Earth Lady. I'm here. Let's see if I can bring on a couple of people because this one is different. So, I'm not sure how this works actually. I'm new to all this stuff. So, this is a live video. And, this is the Build Your Self-Esteem seminar that I was going to do in Illinois. So hopefully I got lots of notes, and I'm nervous because I've never really done a seminar or anything. And so, it is what it is. So anyways, good morning, Karen. I have invited a bunch of people. I made this into an event so that nobody missed out on anything. Like I said, I'm nervous. I will tell you about this cigarette thing in 2 seconds. Cigarettes are in my resolution. One of my resolutions is to stop smoking. And the reason for this, and the reason I wanted to do this exact seminar in the beginning of the new year, is because I have decided to look back and find out, look back at my life and my years and see, if you want to be a bigger, better person and you want more out of life and you want to be happy, you have to assess what you want and what you don't want. So I look back at my life and I decided there's a lot that I've learned from it and there's a lot that I haven't learned. And as I look back at my life, and I'm an old chicken, but I'm not old enough to be butchered yet. So, anyways, I'm 22 and holding. But I looked back at all of my life and thinking, somebody asked me the other day, if you think about it, did you ever picture 5 years ago, 5 years ago, did you think that you would ever be where you're at today? And I sat and I thought about it for a minute, and I'm like, 5 years ago? Okay, well, 1 year is a little bit difficult to remember, but I'm doing better with my memory, and we'll explain the focus here soon. But I look back 5 years ago and thought, I don't think any one of my friends, because I was back in Illinois 5 years ago, I was in the beginning, the middle or end of the grieving stage. You never get over it, but you learn to live with it. But Dennis had been gone a couple years. I had been with Ben for a little while. I had gotten my children, my girls back. Things were different, and I never thought once that I would be doing live videos sharing the experiences of my past and how I've gotten through them and other ways and tools that I've learned to utilize to get through the situations I'm in now to be where I am. I never thought I'd be here. I never thought that I'd be helping other people feel better about themselves. There was a lot that I didn't think about. And so then I decided, I usually don't do New Year's resolutions, but I have a couple of friends and clients that I've been working with, and we've been talking about what we want out of the new year and our resolutions and our goals. And so I really thought about it. I did write down some. I'm not done. My list is going to be a lot longer, unfortunately, but hey, gives you lots to focus on. So, I wrote down, and then I watched one of the videos. If you watch any of the things that I post on my regular profile, you'll see that I post a lot of meditation, motivation, stuff like that. And I started watching them, and they're like, okay, well, if you want to be a better person in the new year, you have to go out of your box, out of your safety zone. You have to do things this year that you wouldn't have done before, because that betters yourself. So I thought about that. So we got lots of things to work on. I wanted to touch on a couple of things, and I've got all kinds of notes here so that I can keep track of some of it. Good morning, Mother. It's good to see you on too. And so, my goals this year are, I've decided if you're going to go for a goal, you go big or you go home. Now, we're all taught as children to reach for the stars. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. So, I decided, well, I want to change the world. And I know that sounds kind of funny because I'm one person and the world is quite large. But that doesn't mean I can't make a big impact. That doesn't mean that people need to feel like I felt a lot of my experiences in my life. Feeling alone, feeling like I don't matter, feeling like it doesn't really matter if you vote, it doesn't really matter what you say. If you stand up for somebody, it really doesn't matter. Just mind your own business. Who are you? You're a nobody. You're taught and conditioned all your life these things. No, you can't. You'll never be that. Oh, no, that's too hard. And so I decided I'm going to shoot beyond the stars. I'm shooting for different galaxies. I want to experience it all. There's nothing that I cannot do. It might take me a while to do it, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. One of the main things, and I made sure that I wrote these down because these are important things that I tell everybody, I use on a daily basis, and that you can do anything you want. We're raised and conditioned as a child to go to school. We graduate, we're supposed to get jobs, and then we're supposed to have families and go to work. But nobody says anything about the rest of it. Nobody tells you what you're supposed to do with the other part of your time throughout your life. And then after your children grow up, you have kids, your kids grow up, they move out, and then what? Some people don't have kids. Some people have kids and they're still confused. Well, what do I do with myself? Who am I? What am I supposed to do? Why do I feel like I'm always the black sheep? Why do I feel like everybody's like, oh, don't do what Jessica did. Don't do what she did. Her life's a freaking wreck. It's kind of like a good analogy, and you'll find if you follow me that I'm a good one for analogies. But a good analogy is there's a reputation for Walmart. You can wear anything to Walmart. They got all these funny YouTube videos and stuff like that. Check out all these goofy looking people at Walmart. Okay. It's kind of cool to see. But when you think from another perspective, from a different side of the story, you look at those people that are dressing the way that they're dressing. They're dressing, one, comfortable, and they're expressing who they are and how they feel. So, you're allowed to have an opinion, but you should work more on worrying about yourself. How do you feel? A lot of it is negative breeds negative. Positive breeds positive. So, most of the time you'll find that people who are miserable and unhappy, and they're negative. Look at that guy, he looks funny. Look at that girl, she's not smart. Everybody forms an opinion. Now, I will tell you that if you talk to me at any time, one of my very well-known sayings is, everyone has an opinion like you have an asshole. You're all entitled to it. What you do with it is what matters. So, how is your opinion going to be? Are you going to worry about what somebody's wearing or what they're doing or what their life looks like? And if so, what's your opinion going to be? Oh my God, that person's a disaster. Oh my word, wow, look at her. I would never wear something like that. We've all done it. Trust me, I've done it. I'm guilty. But I'm learning how to change that. You find the positive in the negative. So you take those opinions that are not so nice, and if you can't say nothing nice, then sometimes it's best not to say anything at all, I've been taught. But you turn it into a positive. You know? And good point, Karen, is she says, do unto others, you know, treat others the way you want to be treated. One of the number one golden rules that almost everyone is taught, even as a child. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do things to others that you want done to you. So if you don't want to be shot, then you don't go around shooting people. Common sense, you know. It's the same way with your opinion. It's the same way with your opinion. You don't want to have an opinion that someone looks like a mess if you don't want somebody else to say the same thing about you. So when people meet me and I get to talking to them and knowing them, I give them this little fair warning. I'm a roller coaster. I'm very hard to keep up with. I stay busy rather frequently. There's not a lot of downtime in my life. There really hasn't been. Some of it was lack of knowledge, and now that I've grown and learned, there's so much more for me to do than to be sitting around. Most of you that know me and have followed me have heard me mention that I don't have a TV. Now, we own TVs, but I don't watch TV. I have not watched TV in 7 years. That's one of those things I was looking back 5 years. Wow, wait a minute. Holy cow, it's been 7 years since I watched TV. That's crazy. No, not really. It's not crazy. It makes sense. You know, I also dislike the internet for, I have reasons, you know, you have to weigh it out. I really don't care for the internet because a lot of people sit on their butt and they're on the internet. I have a habit of doing that as well. That's why I'm kind of one of the downfalls to what I'm doing right now. But I also know that what I'm doing is helping others. Making sure that nobody feels helpless or like they don't matter. Or like their life isn't valuable. They're not somebody. You are somebody and you matter. It's one of the things I teach everybody, one of your principles. So, you know, it's, if you want a better life, you have to make changes in you. If you're not happy where you are, if you feel alone, if you feel like you don't matter, if you feel like the black sheep, like you're the square in a round puzzle pieces, don't think that you're the only one. Honestly, there's thousands, probably millions or trillions of people on the face of this earth that feel the same way. And everybody matters. Every single life matters. See, we have objects, physical things, items, like an ink pen. I value this ink pen. 1, because I'm human. 2, because I use it to write down notes. So if I don't have an ink pen, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to keep track of things? As humans, we value materialistic items more than we value our own lives. The things that we should value are priceless. And yet the things that we can replace over and over and over again, like an ink pen, homes, cars, couches, chairs, tables, TVs, you name it, items, we can purchase over and over, and yet we put a lot of value on them. Oh my God, I broke your plate. It was so pretty. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, you broke my plate? Okay? Seriously, guys. If you want to be a bigger, better person, that's part of what the build your self-esteem is. That's the whole reason I started the relentless growth. Because it's time for me to help others go through the same things I did and know it's okay and you'll make it. You are somebody and you matter. So the principles I have, so that I don't overdo my time because I don't have a clock in front of me, so I'm trying to cover everything. If you want one-on-one help or would like to talk one-on-one, personal message me. Otherwise, you can always watch my live videos that will from now on be posted in the Relentless Growth group. All of my Going Green and everything, aka the Earth Lady, will be on the Earth Lady's Adventures and the Earth Lady Gone Green. If you're interested in both, fantastic. Make sure you're on those groups. You can also find them if you just go to my Facebook. You can find the stuff that I've been posting and you'll be able to find it. I don't know how to send links and all that yet. I'm still learning the internet and I choose to not know a lot for the fact that I don't want to waste a lot of time. I have a lot of other things to do. So, principles. The basic things for anybody to get started is if you know the Serenity Prayer. Okay? If you do not know the Serenity Prayer, it's not hard to find, and I will quote it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. What that there means is people, places, and things. Events, stuff like that. Second verse, the courage to change the things I can. Now, once you realize that, one, you are somebody and that you matter, now the only thing that you can change is yourself. Me, myself, and I. How I'm going to act or react to whatever goes on around me. Now, the third verse is the most important. The wisdom to know the difference. If you are not taking the time and assessing, okay, can I change this? Do I have any control over this? How am I going to react to this? If you don't take the time to figure that out, you're already screwed. I've learned that the hard way. A great analogy that I use since we've moved here to Tennessee is not long after we moved here, we had a flat tire on the side of the highway. We don't know anybody. The family that we do know is miles away, towns away. Over an hour away, actually, because we were up a little north. But, you know, so we're like, okay, we got a flat tire. Now, I could have chosen to flip my gourd, lose my mind, freak out, spaz, oh my God, we got a flat tire. But I didn't. We pushed the car into the gas station, and I pulled out my lawn chair, and I sat down, and I was drinking a soda pop, smoking a cigarette, and I said, you know what? The only thing I can change right now is how I'm going to react to this. So I'm going to sit here and calm down, assess the situation, think about it. Okay, what options do I have? And go from there. And that's exactly what I did. Sat on my lawn chair, had a cigarette, smoked my soda pop. Okay, what can we do? Well, we got car insurance. Maybe we have the AAA. Maybe they can help us. We are near a gas station. You know, we're right there in the gas station's entrance. So there's people coming in and going. It's a business. So, yeah, we'll just start talking to these people. Hey, does anybody have a jack? Do you know of anybody anywhere near? Because we were foreign to the area. Where do you get a tire? Do you know do you know anybody that could come and help? You know, an open mouth gets fed. A closed mouth does not get fed. If you don't have an open mind and you're not willing to go out of your comfort zone and ask questions, you're never going to find out. In school, I was told at one time, no question is a dumb question. The part that's dumb is if you don't ask it. So, figure out what you can do with the problem. And then, especially in life, a lot of times stressful events come up throughout time. You could be talking to somebody and they could say something that you don't like. Okay, first you got to figure out if you can control that or not. And then you use the 5-second rule. Especially because this is a new year, so we're working on being bigger, better people, positive people. So you're out of your comfort zone, so you're going to do something different to expect a better result. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. React. For me, I use that in order to keep myself busy around the house and stay motivated to clean, because I've got a lot to rearrange and organize. I just call it cleaning. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get off my ass and move. What needs to be done next? Okay, the dishes. Well, I'm the only one that can do that because I'm a stay-at-home housewife. So, 5-second rule. Let's go do this. One of the basic things that I tell everyone that it is extremely important is the third essential pointer. And it's the I ams. And I know Karen's watching, so I told her I was going to start this slogan. And one day I'm going to walk into a room to do a conference, and it'll be more advanced because we'll have moved on quite a bit since then. I stay busy. It's hard to keep up. That's why I'm a roller coaster. So, I ams. Who are you? I'm going to walk into a room. And as I'm walking in that room, I'm going to ask, who are you? And I expect the response to be, I am somebody. My second thing I will say, and so what? And you will respond with, I matter. And I'm playing this out in my head, but I played it out a couple different times. So by the time I get to the front of the stage, and I probably got a microphone or something, who knows, it's still an imagination, but imagination is fantastic. Something that I'll teach you to work with, because it's important. It's one of our essential senses. We just don't get taught to use that after a certain age. That's the conditioning. So by the time I get to the front of the stage, I'll ask, okay, so? And you will say, I am somebody. And I will respond, ooh-wee. Because when you hear that, when you say that, and you know that, and you believe that, because you are somebody and you do matter, you're not just a number, you're a person, you're a life. So you are somebody and you matter. And when you hear that and you say that out loud, I tell everyone, every day when you wake up and you're peeing or brushing your teeth or your hair or whatever, you look in the mirror and you look yourself in the eyes and you tell yourself, I am someone and I matter. Now, I did have a fourth one down here, which is a new one, so we'll teach you that here in a second too. But when you say that and you feel it and you know it, your life starts to get better. Because you're no longer in that conditioning of, no, you can't. No, you'll never do that. It's too hard. You're not good enough. Okay, want to bet? Guess what? I am someone, and I matter. I'm going to make an improvement and an impression on this world because it's way too ugly in my opinion. And I feel that everyone is a valuable person. You are someone and you matter. Life is about enjoying the experience of life. Yes, we have lots of sad things that happen. They're lessons. They're events. They're storms you have to go through. Back in the old days, they called them trials and tribulations. You are someone, and you matter. And when you go through something, you're learning a lesson. You're feeling, you're experiencing. You have opinions. It's part of life. It's how you come out of that experience, that event, that storm, that lesson. That's what makes you who you are. The things that I said, I share my experiences from my past in my life. Those are not things that happened to me. Nothing happened to me. They happened for me. That was the positive in the conditioning. Is that everything that has happened in my past has made me who I am today. Has made me have the knowledge on how to get through it. That I can get through it, no matter how hard it seems, no matter how shitty your life is, no matter how bad you feel, you are somebody and you matter. And trust me, it's just a storm. You will get through it. And when you come out the other side, it'll be like taking a chunk of coal, putting it through a wash machine or some shit, and having it come out as a diamond. When you come out of that storm, or that whatever it is you're going through, you're going to come out different. There's no way around it. It's part of life. It's how you come out of it that matters. A bigger, better person? Or one that's all grumpy and, I don't want to be bothered by nobody. Life sucks. I'm sad. We're all entitled to have feelings. We're all entitled to feel our feelings. You feel it, you deal with it, and you move forward. It's part of life. So, the fourth one that I just started learning is once you get done with your I ams, it's kind of like thank yous. You can also do thank yous. The I ams and the thank yous go together as one step usually. You share gratitude. You find gratitude. I am somebody and I matter. That's the beginning. When you wake up and pee or brush your teeth, you're getting ready for the day. And then the next thing you do is thank yous. You be grateful for things. I'm grateful for this pen that allows me to take notes. I'm grateful for the home I have. I'm grateful for everything. I have a miniature zoo in my house, and I'm grateful for it. It's a handful. Yes, it is. But I'm grateful for it. It's a trial. It's a lesson. It's an experience. If you follow me on the earth, lady, you'll know all the animals I got. And worms. So I got all kinds of stuff. I got animals. I got a lot of living things around. But I'm grateful for every single one of them. Be thankful. And when you're having a bad day, think about it. When you're thankful, think, well, it could be worse. I could be homeless with no clothes, no food. It could always be worse. So I don't know how to pause this thing, but I have to use the bathroom. So I will be right back. And then when I edit this, somehow I'll try and figure out how to... I haven't learned how to edit either. But it's really quiet. Everybody's taking a nap. So just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Now, see, if we were at an actual event, then I would be able to have someone come up and talk to you. And that's where I would then introduce you to one of my dearest friends and the one amazing person, Paula. She keeps me accountable. And so I would introduce her to you, and she would be able to cover all of that. Also, I want you to know that Karen down here is my sister from another mother. And at the event that I was going to do and everything, the way it was planned and played out in my head was I would do thank yous for everyone that is attending, that is there, and everyone's watching. Thank you for watching, taking the time to watch, taking the time to listen to what I have to say. If you feel like this is important or someone else could use this information, since we are on video, feel free to share it with all your friends and family. I am recording this because it's a live video, and I will also post this one video, well, this one anyways, I will post on Facebook, so it will reach the world. I do intend on making an impact that helps change the world to a better, positive place. And I hope that all of you that are watching do the same. So, Paula is my accountability friend and sister from another mother. She works with oils, essential oils. And I do not remember, hang on a minute. The reason I'm mentioning this is because this is one of the things that keeps me calm. It's one of the things that assists me in my focus and everything. Besides, I was telling you, we're going to talk about focus too. But this is Young Living Essential Oils is what she is a member of. I asked her to bring a display when we were getting ready to have this event. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, so we'll have to do it another time. And then you will be able to meet her in person. And she has essential oils. Essential oils are one of the things that helps me keep my sanity. And it's also one of your senses. I said use your imagination. We smell, we see, we taste, we hear, we feel, we imagine. I believe that's all of them. So, you know, that's it. In order to better yourself, we have senses. And these scents, you know, tasting, hearing, seeing, smelling things, feelings. We have feelings. We're entitled to our feelings. Our opinions. That's formed from our senses. When you see someone, when you hear somebody talking about someone, we form opinions. When we taste someone's food, we form an opinion. Oh God, that person's terrible at cooking. I'll never eat their food. Oh, this cook was fantastic. You would not imagine how good this food was. The things I share on Facebook, guys, are all positive things. They're encouraging. The plates of food, it's because they tasted fantastic. They looked amazing. I'm sharing that positivity out in the world, showing you that you can be grateful for anything and everything. Life is not as hard as people seem to make it. Okay? So, Paula does the oils. They help keep you calm. There's different ones. They're incredible. They're amazing. She's even made some that are lip balms that I actually used as a perfume last night to help me sleep. So, you know, there's a lot of them. Only because when Paula watches this, she's going to laugh because I asked her how to clean my Mr. Thingy-Merjiggy, and she told me, and I hadn't had time to get around to doing that yet, so I haven't even been able to use it. But I did use the little perfume thingy, or the round one, and I put it on as perfume, and it smelled fantastic and helped me sleep like a baby. Okay, so after that, she also is my partner in this fantastic company called Prime My Body. And Prime My Body has hemp extract oil. This is Recept. They just changed the name in it. I am an affiliate of that, and that is another thing that I take. It's organic oil that helps your body with inflammation and other issues. There's a lot of different ones. If you do your research and you look up hemp extract, or they used to call it hemp oil, some places. Other places call it CBD. You know, educate yourself. Do some research. Learn about that stuff, because this here is Recept. The new name for that is Focus. My other bottle I'm waiting for in the mail. It's called Calm. That one is a little bit different formulated, and that helps you with rest and anxiety. So that's fantastic. Another thing that I use to keep motivated and energized, because I'm like an Energizer battery and I don't get a lot of sleep. So, because I don't have the Calm yet. But I use the protein powder through Prime My Body, which is amazing. Chocolatey, delicious, superfoods, all just mix it in some milk or some water or something, and it's a nice little shake. And it tastes good, and it gives you energy. And it's a lot better than the energy shots. Those are terrible for you. And I am the Earth Lady. Go green. I have done a lot of research, and these guys are amazing. I try all of their products. I'm trying them one by one, and I'm flabbergasted every time. Each product that I've tried so far has shocked me, just surprised me on how amazing they work. So I'm not here to do a commercial, but these are things that I use that help me get through the day and give me energy, help me focus. The Focus oil is a hemp extract oil, and it helps with your mind fog, helps you with concentration. It's helped me a lot with keeping my thoughts straight, the concentration, stuff like that, and the cloudiness. I can keep my thoughts right. You know, I don't feel like I'm losing my cotton picking mind. So, and then I was gonna thank Ben, because he's my other half, and he's there for my support. Karen, my sister, she's exactly that. She's my sister. She's my support. She's my sister from another mother, and she's incredible. And the last year, 2019, we've had quite a rough year, but gotten to grow together. And I can't wait to see what our future has in hold. Oh my. Buckle your seatbelts. This roller coaster is going for some swizzly, weaselly woos. Inside out and upside down, because we are going places and we are helping change people's life. I truly believe that. Help other people feel better about themselves. So, and then if you see Beth on there, that's my mother. I knew she wasn't going to be there, but since she's on here, I can thank her for being a part of my life, bringing me into this world. And these are thank yous, I ams, thank yous, gratitude. Point out what you're grateful for, find things, and the people, life is extremely short, guys. You never know when your clock will be up. You never know when today will be your last day. So the people that mean something to you, tell them thank you. Tell them how much you appreciate them. Let them know, hey, you're a big part of my life. I love you. Thank you. You're cool. Whatever it is. Just, the more that you share positivity, the more your life will be better. When you focus on the good instead of the bad, you get a different view of what life is like. And it's incredible. It really is. And when you look back at the past, you learn how much of a badass you are that you've gotten through this. And that it's going to be okay. Now, we would have been at Whiskey's Roadhouse in Illinois, Rockford, Illinois. So I would have then thanked Jill as well. I don't know if she'll see this or not. I hope so. And I would have thanked her for providing us with such a fantastic place and volunteering to give me that area and that time slot to have this seminar. And it was fantastic because she offered it to me for free, which I thought was great because I didn't want to have to charge anybody to come in to a place or anything. And that's why we're doing it live, because we didn't have the funds to make it there. So I wouldn't have been able to rent a hall or anything. In the future, we'll see what happens. We got lots of work to do. You just never know. We might even go traveling for a year and travel around the world and inspire everyone and then come back and enjoy what we've built, because we're going to build a lot. We're going green. I'm the Earth Lady. There's a lot in store. Talk about goals. 2020, we're starting things out. Woo! I can't wait to see what the years to come have in store for us. So you do your I ams, you do your thank yous, and then you do some building yourself. And this is important as well. One of the things I've learned, it's the newest thing I just learned that seems to be the fourth essential. And then after you do your thank yous, you do just a quick thing, and you can do this throughout your day just to make you feel better. It'll build your subconscious or unconscious and put positive vibes in your aura as well. And this is, I'm sorry. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. Love yourself. Tell yourself, I am somebody and I matter. And I love you. I love me. I love who I am. And when you come into different times of the day, go ahead and say, I'm a better me today than I was yesterday. Positivity. Positivity breeds positivity. You want to be happy. You want to have a better life. You want to feel better about things. Positivity. Find the good. Your glass is not half empty. Your glass is half full. As you're positive, you'll see that things around you become positive. As you decide the things you don't like and the things you do like, then you set goals. Those are your New Year's resolutions. I know there's a lot of things. When I started thinking about my New Year's resolutions, I was like, I don't know what I want to change. And I thought, well, I know what I don't want in my life. I don't want drama. I don't want the chaos. I don't want negative people that are always complaining and don't want to change things. I'm a recovering addict. I don't want insanity in my life. And insanity is things that you do repetitively, expecting different results. If you want something different, you have to work for it. You have to find out what you want or what you don't want, because once you find out what you don't want, then it's real easy to know what you do want. Simple analogy is, I don't want a red car. I don't like red. Red is not one of my favorite colors. It's not a very attractive color to me, personally. So I don't want a red car. But if and when we get a new car, I would love to have a purple car just because I'm goofy. In my own opinion. Purple. And if you ask my mom, she'll tell you with yellow polka dots and green zigzags. Because that's me. So, that's just a beginning of what I was mentioning. You know, that's some of the things that I wanted to touch bases on and make sure that I covered. I got so many things. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else should I tell you that's important? Oh, a little bit about myself. I guess I didn't do that part. A little bit about me. If you've never seen me, if you don't know who I am, if you've never watched any of my videos, I'm Jessica Lightheart. I'm a mother of 4. I'm a housewife. I'm a fiance. Like I said, if you really knew, I have a mini zoo. I have cats and I have dogs and I have fish and I have birds and I have turtles and I have worms and I have lots of plants. Do they matter? Yes. Could I live without them? Yes. Do they make me happy? Yes. So I have things that make me happy. I have a better life. I have a happier life. Not a better life. I have a happier life. I found things that I do want, that I like. I love to hear those birds chirp. Some of my goals are to get on a farm and go green, live off of the land. We need a bigger place because we have a lot here and it's a single wide in a trailer park. I can't have a garden here. So, I want a garden. I'm going to teach other people how to garden. So, of course, I have to have land. So that's part of my goal. Holy Hannah. Okay. But, you know, so these are things that I know I want. That make me happy. I also have been diagnosed with asthma, not COPD. We were talking about COPD the other day with someone else. I have asthma. I have bipolar, according to the doctors. They say I'm on the verge of multiple personalities, which I don't know about all that. Everybody I've talked to says they talk to the same me. So, OCD, hyper attention deficit, is that what it is? Whatever it is, where you move about a lot. Well, yes, I do, but I choose to move about because I got a lot to do. Keeping up with 2 cats, 3 dogs, 8 birds, goldfish and guppies and worms and a turtle and an old man and all the housework and all the other stuff. There's a lot of responsibilities. So there's a lot to do. So I just keep on and keeping on. You got to stay moving around to keep up with everything. So, you know, those are labels. I don't like to claim labels. I am the oldest of 7 children. I have cousins. I have, you know, there's a lot of family and everything. I've got a long past. I've been married a couple times. I got 4 kids. I got grandkids. Been divorced. You know, I've been all over, lived in different states. I've learned different lessons. I've learned what weather I don't like, for criminy sakes. What weather helps me feel better about myself and that I can get out and move around. That's why we're in Tennessee. It's because it's warm here all the time. This is winter, and if I had to check the thermostat, temperature says it's 53 degrees out. So when I go outside, I'll put a sweater on and I'll be fine. I mean, I could go out like this, and it's sunny, not raining today, so that's fantastic. Helps me be in a better mood. So, we chose to live somewhere where the colder seasons aren't as long, so that we can enjoy life and be happy. That's what makes us happy. That's what makes me happy. What makes you happy? And if you don't know, and you don't know what your goals are for the new year, or you haven't figured out, where should I start? Think about the things you don't like, that you don't want. And go from there. I don't like labels. I don't like being told that I have bipolar. And so, therefore, in some people's opinions, it's crazy. I'm a recovering drug addict. Does that mean I do drugs? No. One of the things that helps with that is the Recept Focus. Prime My Body organic products. You know, I am the Earth Lady. So part of that is going green. Stopping putting all these chemicals in our body that aren't good for us. I mean, honestly, I'm 22 and holding. And when I was teeny tiny and little, I don't ever remember hearing somebody say that they were allergic to peanuts. I don't remember people saying that they had to eat funny foods, you know, or they were lactose intolerant. Not like they do now. Not like people are now. Allergies to everything. That stuff didn't exist when I was young. But then again, when I was young, we were still going to farms and picking eggs out of underneath chickens in a chicken coop. Picking grapes off of the grapevine out at Grandma's farm. You know, we had fresh fruits. We had fresh vegetables out of a garden. I want a garden. I'm going to teach others how to have a garden. Save your money for the things that you cannot already provide for yourself. You can grow food. Now, you can have a garden in pots, and that's what I did this last year because I didn't have a garden, you know, not a ground garden. So I put all my peppers and stuff in pots, and I grew them that way in the greenhouse. You can check that out on the Earth Lady's Adventures or the Earth Lady Gone Green. You'll see, there's lots of stuff I've been doing. So, you know, all those preservatives, all those chemicals. My grandpa did not go putting pesticides and stuff, sprays on the garden. He didn't put chemicals on the garden. And we had a healthy life. We didn't get sick a lot. We weren't allergic to peanuts. There's a lot that's changed. And now it takes two people to work full-time jobs in order to pay for a living. Because we're paying for our food too. Or we're eating fast food because we don't take the time to cook. Or we're too busy. That's not the way life is supposed to be. Busy, 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 busy. I'd love to go on a vacation, but I don't know where I'd find the time. I'd love to go on vacation, but I can't afford it. We would have loved to have been in Rockford because it was something that we needed to do. We didn't know about the cord on the telephone. We did it that way. Which is good that that was available. Because we couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford to go up there. You have to have gas. Then you have to have food to eat. Place to stay. There's a lot of things, you know. You work really, really hard for money. And you don't take the time to enjoy life. That's not the way life is meant to be. You're supposed to enjoy life. Life is a positive thing. I remember in my addiction, I used to hate listening to the birds sing. Because I was trying to go to sleep. And I got clean. And it was like all of a sudden I woke up. Woke up one day walking to the bus stop because I didn't have a car at the time. And I watched the butterflies and seen all the pretty flowers. I stopped and fucking smelled all the different flowers and they were so amazing. It's like, wow, there is more to life than just drugs and alcohol and addiction. Look at all the stuff surrounding us that's beautiful. Look at the beautiful birds that are singing. I seen, the other day we were driving home and we seen a hawk. It was gorgeous. It was amazing. And it's like, wow, there's another life. Look how pretty it is. Life is about positive things, happiness, love, enjoyment. Life is not meant to be a rotten bowl of strawberries with flies and maggots. You're supposed to be happy, not miserable. Not hate going to work. Not hate going to Christmas get-togethers. Not hate dealing with your family. Not hate everything. You're supposed to enjoy it. So if you're not enjoying your life, the only one who can change that is you. I'm just a helper. I'm just telling you and showing you different ways that I've gotten through it. Things that I've learned to get to where I am today. I'm in heaven. There's a song, heaven is, there's a place on earth. Heaven's like a place on earth. I've got heaven on earth. Is my life perfect? No, far from it. Far from it. Do I have my hands full with all these animals and these 2 puppies that are 2 months old? Oh, yeah. I'm not saying get things twisted. My life's not perfect. But it's not terrible. Could always be worse. But I choose to find the positive in it. I have goals. I know what I want out of life. And so we work hard to find ways to get there, to earn the money and save up to get to where we want to go. We're working. We're putting forth the effort. We're not miserable. We're in our stepping stone, getting ready to go to our next stage in life. To grow old together, sit on the porch swing, drinking a cocktail, watching the sunset. That'd be amazing. A lot of people think about it. I do it here, but not looking out at the garden and the stream. That's my next step. So with that, I'm sure it's been probably an hour. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just now 1 o'clock, so it's been an hour. So with that, I'm just going to leave you with that. This is my new goal. My goal is to help anybody and everybody who is willing to help themselves. To be bigger, better people. To have goals and know what to shoot for. If you don't, get a hold of me. I'll help you find out what you do want. And we'll figure out together how we can get it the best way. Happiness. Friendship. Love. Caring. Not stress. Judgment. Opinions. Negative. You are somebody. Remember that. My #1 slogan. You are someone and you matter. And I love you too, Mom. And I love all of you that are watching. I love all of you that have been following me. I love knowing that I'm helping people and people aren't feeling like they're all alone. Because I remember how that is. And it really sucks. So turn that frown upside down. And let's grow to be bigger, better people. And experience a happy life. With goals. And prove to everyone else that not only can we accomplish it, but we can go beyond the stars. With that being said, thank you everyone. I love you all. I truly appreciate you giving me the time to do this video, to watch this video. If you feel that it was helpful for you, feel free to like it or share it. And if you would like more information or just want to talk to me, send me a message. I'm always around. Have a nice day.